What is up, everybody? Happy Monday, and welcome back to Never FOMO, the channel where we talk about all of the different investments, regardless of the class. So, if you want to learn about real estate, stocks, mutual funds, even cryptocurrency analysis, you have come to the right place. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about cryptocurrency because there's been a lot of exciting movement in the market just in the last week or so. So, we're going to dive into that a little bit today. Before we do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Feel free to share this with a friend and then join our free Discord channel so that you can continue the conversation outside the videos as well. There'll be a link in the comments below. All right, let's dive right in. Looking at the broader crypto market today, you can see it's a sea of green, which is wonderful. Bitcoin solidly above 50,000 again. It's up 6% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's up 5.5%. Now, interesting, it's at 2484 right now. Just a little bit ago, it was above 2500 again. And if you remember, the peak above 2500 just recently was an all-time high. And so we've just come back up already from a dip that we've had over the last few days to reach near the all-time highs already. Great movement happening there. You'll notice as we continue, Chainlink, Theta, Cardano, VeChain, they're all doing great today. The broader market is being buoyed by Bitcoin's reversal. And so let's talk a little bit about that. Let's go to a Bitcoin chart and we'll kind of look at what's going on. This is the daily candlestick chart. And you can see from our high of about 63, 64,000 just a week or two ago, not even 2 weeks ago now, we did have a little bit of a retracement, which is actually fairly healthy for the market. It's good after those big runs to see a little bit of a pullback and get some consolidation before we move up again. And right here on the 21st, you see that green bullish hammer formation, which is traditionally a sign that we're going to turn back around back to the positive. But what happened on the 21st, there was an announcement that the president was looking at a 43% capital gains tax. That would be more than double the current capital gains tax for most people. And that really panicked a lot of folks. And I'm not talking about panic at the disco, I'm talking about panic in the crypto. And so a lot of people freaked out a minute and they kind of panic sold. And what happens in any market, stocks, crypto, et cetera, is when you have a lot of people that panic sell, the price comes down because of that sell pressure. And then you have long-term traders that have stop losses built into their trade patterns. Those stop losses will start getting triggered without the trader realizing it, and that triggers their sell, and it triggers the next sell, and it triggers the next sell. And so what you get is this crescendo effect of sell pressure that drives the price down. And so that's exactly what we saw on the 21st. We came down all the way for a close below 50,000. We wicked this little bottom of the candle here. We wicked into just about 47,000 exactly before we've now seen a stout rebound. And we are already up roughly 14% since that wicked low at 4,700. We're doing great today. We've got solid volume. This red candle that you see right here, this is a classic bullish hammer formation, which is traditionally a great sign that we're going to break back to the upside. You can see our relative strength index was fairly bottomed out, meaning that we were showing an oversold position and it was time for a rebound. And we've seen good volume movement on our MACD. So this is all really good signs that we have hit our local bottom and we are going to be coming back up. Now, as I speak right now, Bitcoin is trading just a little bit below 54,000. Now, mind you, the high was only in the low 60s. So we're already retracing back towards those highs. That's a great sign. If you were to look at Ethereum, for example, we're less than 0.5% away from the all-time high for Ethereum, and Ethereum is just charging ahead. So that's really great news. Let me talk a minute about that panic on the 43% capital gains tax, because here's the reality. I don't want to get political on the channel. I want to focus on content and how to make you money, but it's important to understand the mentality going into an investment. And there's a great phrase that always holds true no matter what investment class you are in, and that phrase is, be fearful when everyone is greedy, and be greedy when everyone is fearful. And what does that mean? That means when there's tons of hype and everyone's saying that the price is going to continue to shoot up and we've had these long-term runs, that's the time to be wise and potentially be looking at taking some of your profits off the table. On the flip side, when everyone is panicking, again, not at the disco, but in the crypto, that's the time to start looking at buying opportunities. And if you were watching my social media over the last week or so, I had posted price points for many of the cryptos, and I said, hey, listen, this is a great opportunity to buy at the dip. Get in while the prices are cheap. This is a good buying opportunity. And if you were one of those that bought, Bitcoin when it was under 50,000, you're already up another almost 4,000 on your investment. So that's great. Here's the deal. One, 43% capital gains tax is not going to happen. It's just not. Here's why. Most politicians who would have to pass the bill are themselves millionaires who it would directly affect. They're very wealthy and they don't want to double their own capital gains tax. They're greedy, self-centered people. They're just not going to do that to themselves. Now, the few politicians that aren't multimillionaires yet, there's really not that many left, are still being paid by really wealthy lobbyists to push the agenda. And so they don't want to bite the hand that feeds them by doubling the long-term capital gains tax for those people that contribute so greatly to their campaigns. So that's just not going to happen. They're not going to do it. If anything, 43% was a starting off point to open some negotiations in hopes that they come to an agreement that actually does raise the capital gains tax, but it will not be anywhere near 43%. We will not be doubling the capital gains tax. Now, here's the other thing that you need to remember as an investor. It doesn't matter what the capital gains tax is while I'm still actively invested, because I don't pay the capital gains until I've sold my investments and I have to realize those gains on my taxes. So theoretically, if you're a rich millionaire right now and you have real estate holdings that you've had for long periods of time, or you have stocks and crypto holdings that you've had for long periods of time, even if they did raise the capital gains tax on you, you don't have to pay the increased capital gains tax until you sell the investments. And if you're a savvy investor looking long term, as most savvy investors do, you would simply say to yourself, well, I don't like this, but when the next president is voted in or the next House and Senate flip occurs down the road, maybe someone will lower it again because they want to be on our good side. I'll just hold my investments until it's the right time for me to liquidate. Or I'll put a strategy in place to help offset some of my capital gains with losses that might have occurred. And I'll pull my profits out incrementally so I don't get slammed with a huge tax bill. So those are the two reasons why the panic didn't last long. I think most people realize that one, 43% capital gains tax is not going to happen. And two, even if a capital gains tax does get increased, it's not actually going to affect anyone immediately as long as they're holding their long-term investments. Okay, so what did we see? Today we saw this amazing uptrend back to the green, and I personally believe that we're back on track for the rest of this bull market cycle. Will there be more dips? Absolutely. Will we see short-term corrections as prices roll up? Absolutely. But I will tell you that I'm one of the more conservative voices in the crypto market. And even I believe that Bitcoin will be over $100,000 before the end of this bull market. Now you might go, whoa, Walt, you're telling me Bitcoin's going to double still? Yes, I am. Absolutely am. There's a lot of people in the crypto space that believe Bitcoin will be 300,000 plus before the end of this year. I'm a little more conservative. I'd like to tell you what I think and be wrong on the positive side, but I'm pretty confident that Bitcoin will be at or near $100,000 by the end of this year. So if you're still investing, keep dollar cost averaging, keep buying at the dips, and keep holding long term. You're going to be in a great position. And if you're not buying Bitcoin, use that same strategy with other great projects like Ethereum and Cardano and VeChain, and dollar cost average into those, buy at the dips. We've got months left, folks. We've got a long time before the top of this bull market, and there's great money to be made if you're being wise, you're not panicking at the disco or the crypto, and you're holding with a long-term plan. Okay, so a couple really big announcements that have happened, and I just want to share those with you briefly. So, Camping World, for you guys that don't know Camping World, they're a publicly traded company. They are the largest RV retailer in America with over 175 locations across 38 states. Wonderful, wonderful company. They just announced that they're going to be partnering with BitPay to allow payments with cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies through a variety of digital wallets. So we've got wonderful examples right here of mainstream adoption. We're continuing to see this, but here's the most recent is Camping World. Again, huge company, publicly traded. They've been around since 1966, 38 different states, going to start accepting payments for RVs and various RV accessories and camping goods through cryptocurrency. Phenomenal stuff. That's going to be great for the company doing it as well as the crypto market in general. We're just seeing more and more mass adoptions by these large corporations. It's a wonderful thing. All right, I want to talk about something else that I want you guys to be keeping an eye on if you're not, and that's Cardano Africa. This is going to be amazing. So Cardano is working, they're going to be announcing a special via YouTube on the 29th of April. I've got the page up so you can reference it. Their goal is to bank the unbanked in Africa. Africa is roughly a 1.3 billion population continent, and a large majority of them are unbanked, meaning that they don't have any formal banking apparatus. They still work on a cash only system. And so Cardano is partnering with Africa in order to bring a system of banking and finance through crypto to the people of Africa. So this is phenomenal. I'm really excited to see what they announce on the 29th. That's later this week. So hashtag Cardano Africa, follow that. I think it's going to be exciting. If you're not in Cardano right now, you need to get into some Cardano if you're going to invest in crypto. Again, my personal opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express a few times. This is not financial advice, but my personal opinion, we're probably going to see $10 Cardano before the end of this year. Now, Cardano is trading in the $1.20 range right now. So that's almost a 10x, maybe an 8 to 9x on your money between now and the end of the year. Well worth your time and your money to get invested in it. This project is phenomenal, and Cardano's taken people places. It's pretty good stuff. Okay, that's the big things I wanted to cover today. I don't want to draw this out too much. Super great day in the crypto market. As I speak, Bitcoin's up just about 9.25%. All the other cryptos are following suit. We've got great movement. And I believe that the downside we were seeing over the last 6 to 8 days is we've hit the local bottom. We're going to be heading up from here. So buy the dips when they occur, because they will still occur, but do not panic sell and do not freak out when everyone else is going, oh my goodness, this thing is crashing down. That is your opportunity to buy at great prices and ride it back up for gains. Okay, if you have any questions, drop me a comment below. I'm going to link my Discord group into the comments as well. And then I want to tell you briefly about this great new social media platform that I just learned about called Torum, Torum. It's a social media platform specifically for crypto investors and blockchain enthusiasts. And it's got a great movement, a huge community behind it. I'm going to link that referral link into the comments as well, because if you join now, they will give you free Torum tokens. The tokens aren't live yet. They have no value at this point. Their ICO isn't until May. But just by joining a group of like-minded individuals on the social media platform and interacting with them on a regular basis, you'll actually earn some of that crypto token into your account literally just by socializing with other like-minded folks. And then in May, when the ICO goes live, all of those tokens that you've gained will then have value. So this is literally free money just from being social in a new forum with cryptocurrency. It's a great place to learn. There's a lot of like-minded folks. There's some really good information getting put out there. Of course, I'm on there. I'll drop the link to my referral link there. Jump in on that and take a look. It's pretty interesting stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for now. Happy Monday. Have a wonderful day out there. Get outside. It's a beautiful day in Central Virginia. Let's go make some money.